Sound check. Sound check. Guys, can you hear me? Hello? 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 Can you hear my voice? Guys, I am checking my voice. Can you hear me guys very clearly? Please. I need some comments here, please. Um, is my volume okay, or is it can you hear me guys very clearly? Oh, please. Sorry. I need some comments here, please. Hello, Vinod.
Hey Jeff, how are you?
Um, yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me very clearly?
Yeah, definitely. Loud and clear, Jeff.
Okay. Is your YouTube on? Did you
Yes,
are
my YouTube is also open and we can hear you over the YouTube as well.
okay, I think you should mute your YouTube because I can hear the feedback of our conversation. You should mute that, Vinod. Your YouTube player.
Okay, I have already closed the YouTube player. That's fine.
Okay, okay. How are you, by the way?
I'm wonderful. Wonderful, Jeff.
Okay, so we still have like 7 more minutes. Okay, I think I should start. No. I should stop the sharing. I should
Okay.
start the video. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Oh,
Okay.
hello.
You can see me now, right?
Yes, I can see you very clearly.
Okay, so how are you?
I am good. Just finished my dinner, but I'm still drinking some iced coffee here.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's my treat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Even at night, I still drink this. Well, because it's my routine because I usually sleep most of the day. I'm a
Okay.
night guy.
Okay, so you are not night owl like we as we as well.
Yeah, and I think our subscribers here are already here. You wanna say hello to them, Vinod?
Fun.
Vinod, hello.
Yes. Hi, Jeff.
I mean you want to say hello to all of our viewers here tonight while they're still waiting for us to begin.
Hello everyone. So let me quickly open the YouTube as well, and I'll respond over the YouTube chat as well for
Yep,
you.
and make sure that you mute the channel or I mean you mute the video, disable the audio on your YouTube.
No problem.
Okay. So where are you based, by the way, Vinod?
Okay, so I'm based in India. So this would be New Delhi. That's a capital for India.
That's great. That's great. I haven't been in India before. Maybe one day.
One day, definitely, you can fly down to India. I would be more than happy to assist you over here to take you on a trip.
Yeah, sure. But I am not yet sure, about the requirements to go to India because of this. Because we're still under the pandemic. It's not yet over, despite that Omicron is slowing down. It is not a threat to us anymore. But I'm not sure about the travel requirements there to India. You know.
So, as far as the COVID restrictions are concerned, I would say that the requirement for quarantine is not there. But still, it would be my better advice to check with the flying authorities before taking a trip to India.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Yeah, because it's also one of my plans to go there because I know that the crypto industry there is growing big. Despite all of the setbacks that you guys have because of that proposed law in which it's possibly that the India could ban crypto and other related stuff, but it was backfired, and now here comes regulation. So congratulations to you guys.
So we have been waiting for this news for a very, very long time. So almost like 2 years and 3 years of fight. But yes, eventually we are here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So we still have like 3 more minutes before we actually start. Okay. By the way, I want to communicate first to all of the viewers here. So I want to make a shout out to the following. Those who have gotten here early. Shanks, Arayan, Feros, good evening. A&D Family Channel, great to see you. Michio, Bon Kaka, Sarath, Berbuni, Hatada, hello. Kang, it's good to see you again. Christina, hello. Chill Trader, thanks for dropping by. Bambang, Cassandra, Dan, Ricky. Wow. Okay. That's really nice. That's really nice. Tejas, hello. John Meneses, hello. Thanks for coming. And for those of you who just came in late, just to remind you that you need to fill up the form that I have provided in the pinned comment of this video. So just take a look above in the live chat, okay? So that you will be qualified for the random giveaway later. And of course, top 5 questions will receive 20 USDT each, okay? So all of your questions, guys, will be reserved later after my question and answer portion is over, okay? And also, I would like to remind you guys that multiple entries are not allowed. Like, for example, you have multiple Telegram accounts, but with the same wallet addresses, so it's not allowed. So I can check that on the spreadsheet. If you're going to do that, sorry, but you're going to be disqualified for the giveaway. Okay, so only one entry per allowed. Only one wallet address is allowed for to be qualified for the giveaway. Okay. So we have 1 more minute. So I think Vinod, yeah, are you excited, Vinod?
No. Okay, so as far as excitement is concerned, definitely I looked upon the Twitter, the tweets that the people have been doing for all these days. And
Yes.
on a serious note, a very good shout out for the Nomad Fury family for
Mm.
so many queries. So yeah, it feels very nice to see such an enthusiasm from your end.
All right. Oh, okay. So looks like it's time now. So Vinod, I think we're all set now for our live AMA for tonight. So, are you ready, Vinod?
Yes, let's fire it up.
And of course, before we begin, I would like to ask all of the live viewers here on YouTube, are you guys ready? I want to hear some noise from you guys. Come on. I want to hear some noise. Are you guys ready to learn about White Pigeon? All right. So I think we're all set. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you wherever you are in the world. So once again, this is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury, and we're back once again for another live AMA. So our special guest for today is no other than the founder and CTO of White Pigeon, Mr. Vinod Kumar. So Vinod, thank you so much for your time and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jeff. And thank you so much for the Nomad Fury family to be a part of this AMA. I really appreciate that.
All right. And also, I would like to say hello to all of our subscribers and viewers who are tuning in to our live AMA for today. So, it is going to be all about White Pigeon. So, before we begin, please take note, guys, that in order to qualify for the random giveaway, you need to enter your details in the form that I have pinned right here in the live chat. And also, top 5 AMA questions will receive 20 USDT each. So, you guys reserve your questions after my question and answer portion with Vinod is done. Okay? And of course, multiple accounts with the same wallet addresses are not allowed, or else, sorry, you'll be disqualified for that. Okay? So, Vinod, are we all set?
Yes, we are all set.
Okay, so first things first, let's get to know more a bit about you, Vinod. So could you share to us, how did you get started in your journey towards cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and the DeFi space, and what motivate and inspire you in creating and developing White Pigeon?
Sure. So let me start with giving a small background about myself. I come from a data analyst background, right? So I have been into analyzing data, being a data scientist, dealing with big data as well. So the journey was started with organizations like IBM. Then I switched to Converges and finally Accenture as one of the big brands that I work for. While working with Accenture, I also started looking into the blockchain. Blockchain do excites me, taking into consideration that it is a new technology. So anything that comes into the world that can change something for the human behavior, you can say, and something that can be taken into account that yes, tomorrow there would be some sort of new things that you can look upon too. So yes, for the last 6 7 years I was into blockchain, started with investing into different type of cryptocurrencies, trying to understand that how exactly it works, analyzing their markets, and then slowly and gradually I shifted my interest from investing into cryptocurrencies to building the blockchain projects. I did provided consultation to a few of the clients, and then yes, we finally started building our own project that was White Pigeon. And with White Pigeon, yes, the question comes like frequently it comes to me that why the name White Pigeon, right? Why exactly you choose a name White Pigeon? So the name derives from an ancient, you can say, the book wherein pigeons were used as a mode of transportation, or you can say the mode of communication to be specific. So that was something that was cheap. That was something which was into a peer-to-peer manner, that one person can fly a pigeon and the other person can receive the message. So that's what the whole blockchain is all about, right? You want to share the data that can travel from one person to another, and there's no central authority involved in between. So that's how the name White Pigeon comes into picture.
Okay, so thank you so much, Vinod, for that wonderful introduction and sharing your journey in the crypto, blockchain, and DeFi space. Now, on to the next question. Now, what is currently the mission and vision of White Pigeon?
Okay, so what we are trying to develop is a sort of, you can say, the decentralized mechanism for the payments. So as of now, if you see, the biggest problem with cryptocurrencies is that you can either store them into your wallet. Just take an example, say Trust Wallet, take an example for MetaMask. So you can simply send or receive your cryptocurrencies, right? The most that you can do is take them onto any type of exchange, say a centralized or a DEX, and you can trade them. But there's no real utility behind cryptocurrencies. You can't just walk up to a Starbucks store and say that, hey, I want to order a coffee, and here is what my Ethereum is. So the real life utility was not there for cryptocurrencies, and that's what we tried to change it. We have a vision to see a world wherein each and everyone can utilize these cryptocurrencies and cryptocurrency tokens into their day-to-day lives. They can simply walk up to any type of merchant, and they can simply spend their cryptocurrencies and take the product and the services from the merchants end. So that's what the vision of White Pigeon is.
All right, so at least you shared to us a wonderful mission and vision that you have for White Pigeon to make a difference. Vinod, thank you so much for that. Now, on to the next question, which is one of the most important questions that you all need to know, especially those who are watching us right now. Vinod, could you explain to our subscribers and viewers here about the real and positive use cases and fundamentals of White Pigeon for merchants and users around the world?
Sure. So when I say that we are trying to visioning a world wherein everybody would be able to use their cryptocurrency, so what exactly we are trying to develop would be the crypto cards. So you can fill up your crypto cards, you can load them up with the help of the iOS and the Android applications. You can load up WP tokens into it. You can walk up to a merchant store straight away. It doesn't matter if the merchant is aware about cryptocurrencies or not. They simply want to take the fiat currency for the product that they are trying to sell. So you simply tap your crypto card and they are settled into their own fiat local currencies. So that's how what we are trying to build here. Apart from the crypto cards, we are also working upon the smart health bands, wherein every day you would be able to set up your goal. Just take an example that, okay, so today in the morning, Jeff wake up and he decide that he would be taking 5,000 steps, right? So you complete your goal and your wallet will be credited with WP tokens that if you want, you can hold. If you want, you can just liquidate. You can buy any product or the services. We also have a test MVP product already launched in the market. People can try to go onto the platform, the marketplace, they can test it out. They would be able to buy digital gift cards with them. And those digital gift cards can be exchanged in lieu of product and the services on 4,000 plus merchants, which also includes Amazon, Netflix, Spotify, Starbucks. So we have a whole sort of a 4,000 plus merchant marketplace, which we have already built.
All right, so at least you shared to us some wonderful real and use cases and fundamentals of White Pigeon for merchants and users like me and the rest of the viewers and subscribers who are tuning into our live AMA right now. So thank you so much for that, Vinod. Now, another question that is really, really important for all of us, you know, it's all about the competition. So, Vinod, who are your main competitors in this space, and what makes White Pigeon stand out from the rest?
Okay, talking about the competitors, so it's my frank advice. I would say that I don't see my competitors as my actual competitions. I do take that opportunity to learn from them. Take an example that the projects that are already there in the market, simply say eGifter or crypto refills or coinsbee. So these projects are already there who are providing only and only gift cards, nothing apart from that. And providing a gift card, they are only dealing with Bitcoins and you can say Ethereum. So just take an example that if I want to buy $100 product from Amazon, and if I want to pay with that gift card, does not make a sense if I have to pay $15 to $20 in Ethereum fees. So ultimately $100 product would be set out for, you can say $115 to $120 in the end. So that does not make a real use case of it. Apart from that, to make a transaction wherein a user was already using their debit or the credit card powered by Visa, Master, or say MX, where it just take a fraction of seconds. So how does a person who will try to use, say, eGifter or coinsbee or crypto refills as one of our competitor, wherein they have to wait for, say, 15 minutes or 10 minutes for the transaction to get confirmed over the blockchain, right? So that does not create a real life use case. When we talk about White Pigeon, so White Pigeon runs on Polygon blockchain. So that was one of the reasons why we chose it. The transaction fees runs in fractions of cents, and the confirmation time for a block is almost say 15 seconds, 20 seconds. So that's a huge margin when we compare Polygon to Ethereum. So as I said, that I only see my competitors as a set of learning wherein I can see which were the pitfalls that they fall upon, and we have tried to use it to our own advantage.
All right, at least you shared to us about the main competitors that you have in this space and what makes you guys stand out from the rest. So thank you so much for that, Vinod. Now, for the next question, could you share about the recent achievements that you have from the beginning until now, especially the project partners that you have on board?
Sure. So when we talk about the latest achievements, so one of the latest achievement is partnering with one of the US based client known as Spark Plus, who would be helping us out with onboarding the crypto debit cards for the users. So we will have the crypto cards rolled out for our investors, and they would be able to actually load their debit cards with the WP tokens, the crypto assets. They can spend it on the merchant side. So Spark Plus is one of our, you can say, associate that would be helping us with leading the crypto debit card ecosystem. Talking about my own personal achievements lately, so I have been officially onboarded as one of the associate advisor for India Blockchain Alliance. So that's a huge. So that's what that was already there on the LinkedIn for the last few weeks. So yeah, on a personal level, these are a few of the achievements that we have done. And talking about on the progress of, you can say, the development of the project. So as I already explained that the test MVP is already out, we are working upon the final marketplace. We are working upon our own Android and the iOS app that would be rolled out in coming months. And yes, don't forget about the crypto cards. The roadmap was designed in order to make sure that the crypto cards would be rolled out in the last quarter for 2023, that's next year. But eventually we would be able to achieve it in the next quarter of this year itself. So second quarter, most probably by the end of the second quarter for this 2022, we would be able to achieve our biggest milestone for this particular roadmap.
All right, so at least Vinod, you shared to us about the recent achievements that White Pigeon have from the beginning until now, especially the project and strategic partners that you have on board. So thank you so much for that. And before we go to the next question, hopefully all of the subscribers and viewers here have enjoyed learning, coming from the CTO and founder of White Pigeon, Mr. Vinod Kumar. So guys, hopefully that you've learned something. All right. Now let's move on to the next question. Aside from the achievements that you have from the beginning until now, there are challenges as well, by the way. Now, Vinod, could you share about the recent challenges that you and your team are facing these days and how you guys overcome these challenges?
Sure, I would be happy to do so. So, Jeff, I take challenges as a sort of opportunities, right? So that's what my way of thinking is, that in everything you would be able to learn something new. So whatever our competitors have, or you can say whatever our competitor were not able to achieve in order, you can say, instead of capturing the market, we are able to achieve those things because we have learned from their pitfalls, as I already explained. Apart from the transaction fees and the transaction time that our competitors are struggling in coping up with, one more thing comes up is the number of merchants that they were able to onboard. I'll just speak about the numbers. That's something that I love to do so. So talking about eGifter has around 300 plus merchants. Crypto Refills has around 700 plus merchants, followed by CoinsB, one of our biggest competitor. It has 2,500 plus merchants, but we were able to onboard 4,000 plus merchants with the help of one of the European firm, Bitrefill. Talking about a specific competition target, I would say that rolling out crypto debit card, wherein the settlement would be done specifically in fiat currencies, is a huge thing that we would be able to achieve, wherein we see ourselves at least 100 steps ahead of our competitors. Because right now, the crypto debit cards that are available in the market, so those are not on a global scale due to legal terms. Apart from that, most of the crypto cards are trying to make the settlements from crypto to crypto. And what we have tried to do is making settlements like in the local fiat currencies. Because when we talk about on a global scale, right, nowadays, each and every type of crypto project is on a global scale, right? It's not specific to a specific country. So when we talk about on a global scale, you have to make sure that you should be able to onboard your merchant with as much easy process as possible, I would say. So take an example, if there's a merchant who is not aware of cryptocurrencies, who's not aware of blockchain, take an example, the grocery store, your next door, right? So maybe that XYZ person is not aware about the blockchain. So what you can do, right? Simply just walking up to a store and trying to give a crypto to crypto settlement. So that's something which should not be, or you can say, which cannot be something that the merchant is looking forward for. But when you make the settlements into the fiat currencies, it doesn't matter if your merchant is aware of cryptocurrencies. But at the end of the day, they are getting the settlement in their own local currencies. So that's one of the huge thing that we are trying to do here. So that's how we try to make sure that whatever the competition is there in the market, we are trying to capture it, we are trying to convert it into our own advantage and moving ahead with it.
All right. So at least have you shared to us about the different challenges that you and your team are facing nowadays for White Pigeon and how you guys overcome them. So thank you so much for that, Vinod. Now let's move on to the next question. Now, Vinod, could you share more about the exciting updates and future plans for the community, and how do you see yourselves in a few years from now?
Okay, so Jeff, on a serious note, these type of question do comes in when we are into a corporate world, wherein the organization do ask you that, okay, hey Jeff, hey Vinod, where you see yourself in the next 5 years. So rather than to that specific question, I would love to say that, or I would love to answer that, where I see my project or this community project White Pigeon in the next 5 years. So I see it as one of the biggest competitor in the market. We would be able to compete with leaders as say PayPal and Visa. We would be able to capture a lot of marketplaces. And yes, with the same, we would be able to help our early investors as well, because those are the people who have believed in the project, who have invested into the project. And I won't say that the project would be doing say 100x or the 1000x, because on ground level, that does not make any sense, because only with a hype. Till the time you are able to provide an actual use case for a project, trust me, there's no ending to whatever growth you can think about.
All right, so at least you shared to us, Vinod, about the exciting updates and future plans that you have for White Pigeon, and how do you see yourselves, in a few years from now. Let's look forward to it. By the way, thank you so much. Now, before we go to my final question for this Q&A portion, I would like to remind all of the subscribers and viewers here that you should. It's time for you to prepare your questions here on the live chat, because this is already my final question for Vinod. And of course, for those of you who have came in late, so don't forget to enter your details in the form that I have pinned in the live comment. Okay. Now let's continue on with my final question for you, Vinod. Now, assuming that I have encountered White Pigeon for the first time, now give me some reasons on why we should not miss out the opportunity in getting early on White Pigeon. Was it for me? What is it for us?
Right. So as a user, right, I'll see Jeff in two ways, right? For Jeff, a Jeff can be a user for my project. A Jeff, you can say, can be an investor for my project as well. So I want to see the both side of the coins. As a user, we are trying to provide a real utility. We are trying to provide a scenario wherein the real adoption is there. It's not only the market created with only hype, there's an actual adoption behind it. And seeing it from a sense of an investor, I would say the project is still in its early stages with back-to-back milestones that we are trying to achieve. So yes, this can be the best time for somebody to get onboarded, right? It might be that the token is say for 5 cents. It might be that the token can get for 15 to 20 cents in a couple of months when we have the products coming into the market back to back. So yes, whosoever believes into a project on an initial stage, those are the people who try to profit it at the most.
All right, so now we've heard from Vinod, guys, on why we should not miss out on White Pigeon, especially if you have encountered this project for the first time. So thank you so much for that, Vinod. All right, now for the second part of this AMA, let's go now to the questions coming from our subscribers and viewers here. Okay, so first question coming from Miss Amanda. Now, she asked, and I quote, will your project have burn tokens or deflation tokens per buy sell in the near future? And does White Pigeon have any plans to launch a staking program?
Okay, so talking about staking and burn on two concepts. For the burn, I would say that we already have a reduced supply. We have a supply of only 1 million tokens. Apart from that, talking about the staking program, we already have partnerships with Ferrum network for the staking programs. So yes, the staking would be there. The people who are onboarding the project as, say, private investors, public investors into the IDO launchpads as well, that we are planning with Kommunitas for the next month. So yes, the staking would always be there. We always want that the people should hold, they should believe into the project. So yes, the burning and the staking is there.
Okay, hopefully that answers your question, Amanda. So thank you so much for participating. Now, next question coming from South Pin. So good day to you, sir. Now, his question for you, and I quote, what key security features has White Pigeon Network implemented to ensure that data services cannot be compromised or manipulated by malicious elements?
Sure. Talking about the specific application that we are in the development phase for the iOS and the Android. So these applications will have the inbuilt wallet, which would not be a custodial wallet. The people would be able to store their keys and everything into their own local device. So there's no key getting staked on the servers. There's no database that we are trying to control. And yes, plus it's always a positive point when the project is on a blockchain. So the blockchain is not hackable. Everybody knows that, right? So yes, the security has always been a priority for us. We already have an in-house security team who take care of the codes that we write. We try to make sure that the codes are as clean as possible before deploying them.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Southpin. So thank you so much for participating. Next question coming from Mr. Fawad. So he said, and I quote, "Hello from Indonesia. Does White Pigeon have close plans to create a wallet on its own tokens? And do they have the toughest competitors? Then what is the advantage? I mean, what is your advantage?"
Sure. So within the AMA questions as well, Jeff, that we already answered, we see our competitors as a sort of opportunity that we get. We have already mentioned about the three competitors that we have in the market and how we are standing at least 100 steps ahead of them. Our competitors are dealing with Ethereum and Bitcoins that do deals with a lot of transaction fees and the transaction time in terms of block getting produced and the transaction getting confirmed. When we see them as a competitor, we have already made sure that the blockchain that we have chose, that is Polygon network, which is already the layer one for Ethereum, wherein the transaction fees is a fraction of cents and the transaction time is within seconds for a transaction to get successful over the blockchain.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Fawad. Thank you so much for that. Now, before we go to the next question, guys, please take note that if I am going to pick your question, it doesn't mean that you are the winner already. Okay, so guys, hopefully you're going to understand this because you know, in my previous AMAs, I see that some of you would assume that once I have picked your question, you are automatically a winner, but it's not. Okay. Because the team will be the ones to finalize everything. You know, the team are the ones who are going to pick those questions, those top 5 questions that are deserving to win. Okay, so hopefully you're gonna get it, guys. Now let's move on to the next question, coming from A&D Family Channel. Now, he said, and I quote, "Liquidity, transaction fees, and slippage are always important factors in financial services. How does White Pigeon solve these problems to attract users?"
Sure. So when we talk about settling our merchants into fiat currencies, we are already making sure that there's a lot of liquidity behind the project. If people want to go through the white paper, we have already got the white paper listed on our website, which is whitepigeon.network. The people can go there, have a look into the tokenomics and the usage of funds. We have already committed that almost 20% of the funds that would be raised from the project will always be there for the liquidity. So the liquidity management will always be there.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, A&D Family Channel. So thank you so much for participating. Now coming from how do I pronounce this, Mr. Purong Le. Sorry for the mispronunciation, by the way. So he asked, and I quote, For each P2P platform, the factors that attract more users are low transaction fees, high levels of security, and ease of operation. Can White Pigeon ensure these requirements for users?
Yeah, sure. I would love to answer that, as we have already chosen one of the best blockchain out there in the market, Polygon Network. So we have already taken care of these issues in terms of transaction fees, in terms of transaction timings. So yes, with Polygon Network, we have already taken care of these issues.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Furong Lake. Thank you so much for that. I am going to look for these questions that are really unique to me, because I don't want to pick those questions that are already answered. Okay, you know what I mean, guys. Okay, now let's see which questions are so. Okay, here. I'm coming from Chumai. So, and I quote, I heard about White Pigeon will have an online market on web services, mobile applications. What is the meaning of this? And White Pigeon, and does White Pigeon had a marketing management agency and PR to take care of this?
Sure, I'll come to that. When we talk about a marketplace is such a platform wherein anybody, right, it's not specific to any type of person who wants to register. It's like open to everyone on a global scale. So say if Jeff want to provide his services, he's good at doing AMAs, he can sign up on the platform as a freelancer and he can provide his services over there. And whosoever can be the on the other side, whosoever is the client, or you can say the project owner, they can hire Jeff for their AMA services. So that's how it's not restricted only to the brick and mortar merchants. It's also open for the freelancers who are trying to provide their services. So a marketplace, in short, is a whole ecosystem wherein we try to bring buyers and sellers onto a single platform, providing their product and services.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question too, Mai. So thank you so much for participating. Coming from good students. So his question, I quote, is the White Pigeon platform suitable for crypto beginners or is it limited to professional users only?
Now, so our platform, or you can say the project, is open for everyone. As a beginner, I would say I would connect that beginner to a person who's not into crypto space, who's not into blockchain. So yes, a normal user, say your family member who's only restricted to spending their fiat currencies every day to buy their groceries, to buy the products, doing shopping online. So yes, those people would be able to have the services from White Pigeon as well with the help of the debit cards, the crypto debit cards. They would be able to buy the products online. They would be able to walk up to any type of merchant store, irrespective if the merchant is accepting crypto or not. So it's irrespective of that. So if the merchant is only and only accepting normal local fiat currencies, yes, White Pigeon is already there to the rescue.
Okay, hopefully that answers your question, good students. So thank you so much for participating. Now, next question coming from Long Depth Try. So, and I quote, what is White Pigeon's DeFi solution in helping consumers shop for their daily needs without having a bank account? And how is the transaction paid in White Pigeon?
Sure. So with the help of crypto debit cards, you don't need to use any type of bank accounts. You can simply load your crypto cards with cryptocurrencies with the help of iOS and the Android applications of White Pigeon. You can load up your cryptocurrencies. You can walk up to any type of store. You can tap your NFC card, the crypto debit card powered by the NFC's services. You can simply tap it. You can pay from your crypto. And on the other side, the merchant would be settling those crypto with us with the help of the liquidity that we would be maintaining.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question long. So, but thank you so much for participating. Now, coming from let's see, coming from Shanks, and I quote, NFT is getting more popular nowadays. It looks like NFT has a bright future. So, do you guess you have any plans to include NFT to your project?
Okay, so yeah, a very interesting question, Jeff. Talking about, say, DeFi, talking about NFTs, also talking about metaverse nowadays, wherein there's a huge hype after it. So as far as NFTs is concerned, I can specifically link it to the marketplace once again, wherein if somebody wants to sell their services or the products, that can include the NFTs if they want to sell. So yes, the marketplace do caters to that. Talking about the other type of services, if you are specifically talking about whatever is there in the market right now, so White Pigeon's vision is to make sure that the actual utility should be there. It should not be that the current product is only there with a hype for the next 1 or 2 years and the hype dies. So we are trying to create a real life utility over here so that you can spend your cryptos as you wish.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Sheng. So thank you so much for participating. Now, let's see what question is really interesting here. Let me browse. Wow, there are so many who are participating. Okay, I'm coming from Hugh Nguyen. And I quote, with some products such as real estate, when buying and selling legal procedures, how will the project solve this problem while most countries around the world are banned, when it comes to encrypted money?
Okay. Once again, an interesting questions over here, Jeff. So talking about the marketplace, a marketplace is a P2P network. That's a peer-to-peer network wherein one party is ready to sell their services or the product to the other party, and the other party in their own legal terms is in a capacity to buy those products, right? So take an example that if I want to buy a laptop right now and the other party is ready to sell a laptop, we can cater to that, right? With the help of the cryptocurrencies, with the help of the White Pigeon token, we can get it listed. We can make sure that the other party have received the product, the WP tokens which are there in the initial escrow accounts would be released to the other parties. So that's what we would be taking care of as far as legal terms are concerned. When you talk about real estates, so I would say that the blockchain has not grown to such a stage wherein you can deal with, say, thousands and millions of dollars into a transactions and trying to buy a physical asset, right? So yes, if your country do requires you to disclose your crypto assets in terms of legality, so why not? If you want to go ahead and sell your real estate assets over the blockchain, definitely you can do that. If your legal authorities, if your country do allow such type of transactions.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Hugh Nguyen. So thank you so much for participating. Before we go to the next question, guy, I have seen some accounts right here who are copying someone else's questions. Guys, it's not allowed. You are already disqualified for that. So I could simply check that in the spreadsheet. So guys, please don't copy paste others' questions. All right. Now, just to be fair to everyone. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Let's see what is the okay, coming from Ricky underscore MP. And I quote, non-crypto user is very important for mainstream adoption. How are you planning to attract non-crypto users towards your project? Is there I think the partnership was already discussed. So yeah, go ahead now.
That's fine, not a problem. So non-crypto users, as we have discussed this multiple times, Jeff. So yes, the crypto debit card from White Pigeon do solve that problem, wherein the people who are not well versed with taking crypto as a transaction medium, specifically talking about the merchants. So yes, they don't need to be worried about the crypto coming from the other party. They are getting their settlements into their local fiat currencies.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question. So thank you so much for that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I think the live chat was flooding here. There's so many there are so many participants. It automatically scrolls down. To the last to the last conversation here in the live chat. I was finding something here.
I can see many people copying and pasting.
Yeah, well, you have so many supporters here. Okay. Let's see. I'm coming from Vanya. To survive in the tough crypto market condition is very difficult, and we see that many projects are far from their targets. What is your project strategy to survive in this long blockchain marathon? I think what he means that how are you going to survive, if there is a bear market or something like that. That's what he meant.
Okay. So to answer this question, I would say a project is as good as the team behind it. So that's one thing, right? So the team on board for White Pigeon are there. You can say simply, you can say they are pioneer in their own fields. We have great advisors, we have great designers, we have great developers onto our board. We have an in-house team. So whether the market is in a bull session, whether the market is in a bear session, the development will always be there. And till the time the development is there, I believe the people will have trust over the project, right? So it doesn't matter if the market is in green or if the market is in red. We are simply trying to provide a service wherein you can use your cryptocurrencies.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Vanya. So thank you so much for participating. Now coming from Sarath Kachiprat. Oh, he's from India. Nice. Okay. He said, and I quote, "Hi, sir. I'm from India. Now, India is going to implement 30% tax on crypto in the future. It is not going to be legalized. And how are you going to fight against this problem to make your project successful?"
Okay, so to answer Sarath, I would say this
Sarath.
question, yeah, Sarath. So this question is moreover on a legal, you can say local, specifically to India grounds. So the 30% taxation, the government, what they have announced is whatever profit that you will make out of your crypto, you have to pay 30% taxation over it. Moreover, you also have to pay 1% TDS, that would be tax deduction at source. So yes, what you need to do, you need to make sure that you have a good chartered accountant, CA, taking care of financials of yours. And yes, if you are making 100 rupees a profit out of crypto, there's no worry about paying 30 rupees out to it to the government if they are trying to make it a legal tender. So yes, as far as crypto is concerned, the government is on a softer side right now. You simply have to pay your taxations. And yes, this is something that I also tells everybody in my circle, that if you are earning something, then yes, there is a responsibility of yours to give it to the society as well. So yeah, if the government is charging 30%, it's making sure that you have all the services that you need, you have all the support that you need from the government. So sorry, there's no need for worrying about that. The taxation was something that we were already anticipating from the government's end.
Okay, hopefully that answers your question, Sarath Kachiprat. So thank you so much for participating. That's it's a fellow Indian from you there. Now, let's go now to the next question. There are so many questions here. Was flooded. I would like to remind each and every one of you, for those who have came in late, make sure that you have filled up the form that I have pinned right here in the live chat. And of course, guys, multiple entries are not allowed. Like, for example, you have multiple Google and Telegram accounts but with the same wallet addresses. Of course, it's not allowed. And of course, guys, please do not copy paste the questions from others. All right, because it's not fair. You're gonna be disqualified for that. Okay. So question coming from Kang Aaron. How does the White Pigeon project integrate Web3 and NFT technology? Are there any barriers to this mixing? Can you share about it?
Okay, so talking about the Web3 services, right? The world has already in a phase wherein we are moving from Web 2.0 to Web 3.0, wherein you would be the specific person who would be holding the full control over your own data. So when we talk about White Pigeon is more into the Defy phase, which is the decentralized finance, rather than the NFTs and the metaverses, which are the target for the Web 3.0. So yes, we are on to a journey wherein we are specifically targeting to the finance sector, not targeting the metaverse sector.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Kang. So thank you so much for participating. Now, coming from Mr. Wong. Now, and I quote, talking about staking or yield farming, my question is, isn't it useless if the APY is high but the token price goes down? How do you anticipate this?
Okay. Jeff, would that be possible if you can repeat the question again? Seems to
Okay.
be opening of the network.
Okay, I will repeat the question. Talking about staking or yield farming.
Mm-hmm.
Now, his question for you is: isn't staking or yield farming useless if the APY is high but the token price goes down? How do you anticipate this?
Okay, so it all depends. As I said, that it all depends that how much people are trying to believe in a project, Jeff. So yes, staking is one of the process wherein the project owner wants that their tokens are not dumped, and in return, he's ready to give some sort of, you can say, interest, some sort of advantages to their holders. So that's how the staking comes into picture. The APY is a set of specific percentage that has already been declared into the market. Specifically, if you compare it, is same as the mutual funds, the bonds, the shares, wherein the company do declare well in advance that, okay, this is the type of percentage that we would be going ahead and giving to you. You just have to make sure that you are not dumping into the market. So yes, it's a very good strategy. I would say that it's a win-win situation for both, right? For the project owner as well as the token holders. The project owner is sure that their tokens will not be dumped into a market into a short span of time. And the holders are also sure that if they are trying to hold the tokens, they are getting something extra in return.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Wong. So thank you so much for participating. Now, let's go to the next question coming from Shraddha Shasindran. So it's also about yield farming. But here is his question, by the way. Most DeFi projects, especially those ones offering yield farming, are driven up by hype and scarcity. So when the hype dies, the project dies. What's the key to sustaining project? What is the key of White Pigeon to sustain yield farming? I was improvising his question.
That's all good. That's all good. So I would say that there are two types of projects in the market, right? 99% of them are the one who are built upon hype. 1% are the one who actually work upon their roadmaps and try to deliver what they have promised from to their community people, right? So as far as White Pigeon is concerned, White Pigeon is more driven into a factor wherein we would be developing our project. We are not looking into the hype market. We are not trying to drive our project with only and only with the help of a marketing strategy and only on the grounds wherein the hype should be the only one factor. I would say that yes, the real utility with White Pigeon is already there. What we are trying to develop is something that is not specific to a couple of months into the market. So there's a huge potential for White Pigeon. We have a long vision that we would be trying to develop the products upon. And yes, if you like the project, if there's an actual use case, I'm pretty sure that you will stick with White Pigeon.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Shraddha Shasindran. So thank you so much for participating. Let's see. Okay, coming from Cornelius V. Now, he's my OG, by the way. He's an OG. Okay, so, and I quote, most solid projects have good team and big backers. However, tokens dip as soon as investors dump them upon listing. How do you prevent early investors from dumping your tokens?
Sure. So if the project is too smart, trust me, right, as what the White Pigeon team is on the board. So we already have a, you can say the staking program will be there. We already had made sure that whatever tokens that would be sold out, those will carry a TJ with them. Those will also carry a schedule wherein the private investors, the public investors would be given the tokens with a vesting schedule. I'm just trying to give you a small hypothetical example. Say in private sale, if you try to buy, say, $100 worth of tokens, so you will only get $10 worth of tokens, and the rest of the 90% would be spread out into 10% for the next 9 months. So that's how we have spread out the vesting schedules. Different type of sales have different type of vesting schedules. The core team have a 36 months of vesting schedule. So say I cannot sell my tokens for the next 3 years. The same goes with the advisors as well. The advisors have a 2 years vesting period. We also have the marketing team, which will carry a 12 months vesting period with them. So each and every type of tokenomics have been designed, making sure, taking into consideration that our early investors are not the one who are trying to dump into the market and making a hassle for the other people coming into the projects on a later stage. So yes, vesting schedule and the staking period would be taking care of all these problems.
All right, so hopefully that answers your concern, Cornelius V. So thank you so much for participating. Coming from Miss Ha Tada. Now, she asked, and I quote, "In the crypto world, there is a daily struggle to build a completely decentralized system that can get rid of the banking yoke. Can you explain to me how your project is different from a normal bank?"
Yeah, sure. So when we talk about the centralization and the decentralization factor, right? So centralization is one wherein you have to involve your bank. If I want to send some funds to, say, Jeff overseas, so I have to get my bank involved. Then there would be another bank involved that would be on the Jeff side, and that's how the settlement is done. When a decentralization platform comes like White Pigeon, wherein we have, say, P2P, the peer-to-peer network, so it doesn't matter if the bank is there or not. I owe something to Jeff. Jeff needs money. I will simply say send money to Jeff. There's no need of carrying any type of centralized authority in between. So that's what we are trying to target when we talk about DeFi, the decentralized finance. So that's what the future is all about.
All right, so hopefully that answers your concern, Miss Hatada. So thank you so much for participating. Now coming from Georgia Lim. She asked, and I quote, "Many projects are wiped out, surprising investors by critical mistakes from inexperienced team members. Is your team experienced?"
Okay, a very good question. So to the person who have asked this question, I will simply say that take 5 minutes of your busy schedule out, walk up to the whitepigeon.network website, scroll it down to the team section, and you will be amazed to see who all people we have onboarded onto this project. Each and every type of member is a pioneer in their own field. We have topmost advisors. We have one of the topmost designers for the White Pigeon project. We have the in-house developers, the blockchain team. We have a huge things that we are trying to do here. So yes, when it comes to the expertise, this is something that we are not lagging behind, and you people can trust me on that one. So simply just take few minutes of yours out, have a look onto the team which is on board, go through their profiles, their LinkedIn, their Twitter accounts, each and everything, and then yes, you would be in a better condition to decide that who are the team members who are backing this project.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Georgia Lim. So thank you so much for asking. Now coming from Mr. Gan Puong. Now he asked, and I quote, how the team will handle the user traffic if the platform is getting more users, like millions of people per month. I think when it comes to the stability of your platform, I think this is what he meant.
So, okay, to answer this is a simple technical factor that we can discuss about here. So it all depends that what type of server you are trying to use. You are using cloud, you are using your own private servers, how much scalability is there. So yes, when we already have a tech team, and I'm the person who have been into blockchain for a very long time. So yes, guys, that won't be a problem here. The servers, the data factors that we have already analyzed. So I don't believe that there would be any problem scaling the project ahead. So clouds are the new future to it, right? So we already have the scaling solution to it. The load can be balanced to make sure that the website is not down, the marketplace is never into a sloppy phase. So yes, everything is taken care of.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Gan. So thank you so much for participating. I think we still have like 5 more minutes to entertain these questions before we go to the giveaway part. Okay, so we have 5 more minutes for these questions. Now, let's see. Coming from Dara Yara. Okay, there we see many projects that claim that they are fully decentralized, but what they've done is that they are working in a centralized way. How can we sure that White Pigeon is fully decentralized?
Okay, so when we talk about the centralization and the decentralization, coming to this factor once again, so for the users, I would say that it would be completely decentralized because they are only concerned with topping up their debit cards with cryptocurrencies, and that's what they are trying to make the payment into. Once again, cryptocurrencies. When we talk about the merchants are also into their own ecosystem. They were accepting fiat currencies yesterday. They are accepting the fiat currencies today as well. So the settlement is already there from our side. It's only the settlement phase that the White Pigeon would be carrying out that would be done in a centralized manner. That's something that we have to take care. But yes, on a user end, on a merchant end, they don't have to worry about. It's completely decentralized for them.
All right, so hopefully that answers your concern, Dara. So thank you so much for participating. Now, coming from Dan Scorpan, and I quote, you were talking about the using of White Pigeon with cards. Can you explain the development method of decentralized card for us to stay anonymous? Is it possible?
Okay, sure. So when we talk about the crypto debit cards, right? A crypto debit card is not required to be linked with your bank account. So yes, you can be completely anonymous. The eligibility criteria for the crypto debit cards can be discussed over the Telegram channels if you want. There are other ways as well that you can try to reach out to me. So yes, you can hold the crypto debit card. You can simply store whatever WP tokens you buy. You can just store into them. Whenever you want to make a purchase, you can spend it onto a merchant outlet. It can be an online service. It can be a brick and mortar store as well. So yes, as a user, you can be anonymous. So there's no issues with that one.
All right, so hopefully that answers your concern, Dan. Thank you so much for that. Okay, we still have 3 more minutes for to entertain these questions. Okay, coming from Giselle 19D. Her question to you, and I quote, the main problem with smart contracts today is that hackers steal funds and inflict significant losses on the project and its users. Can you tell us about White Pigeon solutions to prevent this?
Sure. So when we talk about the blockchain, right, it all depends, as I already discussed, that how clean is your code, right? So you can be one, Jeff, who have written the Solidity. You can be the one who's the developer behind the complete project and you have tried to deploy it. But when it comes to audit, it's always preferred from our side that we will have an external audit as well. We already did it. So you can go on to the Polygon scan. You can try to have a look into the Solidity codes for White Pigeon. It's already open source. You can have a look. You can get the audit done. So each and everything is clean. So there's no way that somebody can try to peek in up into the project. So everything has been taken care of from the security point of view.
Okay, hopefully that answers your concern, Miss Giselle. So thank you so much. I think we have 2 more minutes. Let's see if there is still some interesting questions here, not the duplicate ones. Okay. Now, coming from Bon Kaka. Okay, I think this is going to. I think I'll take this as the last question now. Defy's application to the White Pigeon network project is very good. So how much does P2P cost? Is the transaction speed fast? How can I join? Already, do you have an app on your phone or tablet? I think he was referring if White Pigeon is already available on the Play Store or iOS or something like that, or it's
Okay,
still in
sure.
your
So
plans.
I'll answer that. Yeah, sure. I'll answer that. So as per the roadmap, we should have the iOS and the Android app in the next quarter. Talking about the transaction fees and the time, we are on Polygon network as the blockchain, the preferred blockchain that we have chose. So talking about the numbers specifically, so with Polygon, you can have almost more than 100 transactions for a fraction of cent. And talking about the transaction speed, it's mainly 15 to 20 seconds for a transaction speed for getting a transaction confirmed and successful over the Polygon blockchain. So yes, transaction fees and transaction time is not a problem when it comes to the White Pigeon project.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Bongkaka. So thank you so much for that. I think we're already done with all these questions. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for your participation. Wow, it was great. Thank you so much for your support. With in our live AMA with White Pigeon founder and CTO Vinod Kumar. Now, now let's go to the giveaways. Okay, so to have an idea about the giveaway, so just a reminder, you have to fill up the form that I have pinned in the live comment. Okay. So I think all of these entries are final. So no more entries after this. Okay. So as what I have seen on the spreadsheet, so we have like 106 entries. Wow, 106 entries, Vinod.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. So I think let's go now to our spinning wheel. So I have to share my screen. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. So this is our spinning wheel. So all of the entries are final. Okay, so guys, no more additional entries. So all of these are final. Okay, so for you guys to have an idea, 10 random lucky winners will receive $5 worth of USDT each. I repeat, $5 worth of USDT each. Okay, and after that, the team will be reviewing all of the questions that you have in our live chat, and they are going to decide very soon who are going to be the top 5 questions that are truly deserving. And of course, just a reminder that multiple entries, multiple accounts are not allowed, and of course, copy pasting others questions are not allowed as well. Okay, so that would lead you to disqualification. All right, now let's go to the giveaway. So, guys, who is excited for the giveaway? Who is excited? All right, so let's spin it out. So, who will be our first lucky winner for the $5 USDT? So, it's time for us to spin. Our first lucky winner is no other than, congratulations to Ricky MP. Ricky MP, congratulations. You have won
Okay.
5 USDT. So, yes, it will be distributed to your BEP20 or BSC address. Okay? We have 9 more to go. We have 9 more to go. Who is going to be winner number 2? Let's spin. Congratulations to Michael Jackson. I thought it's Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson. Congratulations to you, sir. You have won 5 USDT. I was organizing the spreadsheet to take note of the winners here. We have 8 more remaining. Okay. So, wow. Guys, good luck. We still have 8 more. Now, it's time for the third spin. Who's it gonna be? Congratulations to Rada00. Rada00. Congratulations. You have won 5 USDT. Alright. So I was organizing everything first. We still have 7 more.
Yeah.
7 more. Who is going to be our fourth lucky winner of 5 USDT? Let's go. Congratulations to Dominoc. Dominoc, congratulations. You are our fourth lucky winner of 5 USDT. And we still have 6 more remaining. Okay. So don't lose hope, guys, okay? We still have 6 more spins. Let's go. Who is going to be winner number 5? Congratulations to Rosalina _ Rose. Rosalina _ Rose. Congratulations. You are lucky winner number 5. Okay, that's really nice. We still have 5 more to go. Don't lose hope, guys, okay? So, our winner number 6 is... Congratulations to... First 17. First 17. Congratulations. You are our lucky winner number 6. We still have 4 more to go. Don't lose hope. Who is going to be winner number 7? Congratulations to Isma Mora. Isma Mora, congratulations. You are lucky winner number 7. Nice. We still have 3 more remaining. Okay, 3 more. Okay, so some of you may think that your lucky number is 8. Okay, so hopefully it will come true. Now, who is going to be lucky number 8? Who's it gonna be? Congratulations to Good 25G. Good 25G. Congratulations. You are lucky winner number 8. Nice. We still have 2 more remaining. Okay. 2 more spins. We're getting closer now to the finish line. So, I know you guys are praying, don't lose hope. Hopefully, this time you're going to be lucky. Who's it gonna be? Who is going to take home 5 USDT? Our lucky winner number 9 is... Congratulations to... Lonka 9K. Lonka 9K. Congratulations, you are lucky winner number 9. And we're now down to our final spin. Who is going to be lucky winner number 10? So before we go to that, okay, I want to hear some noise coming from our audience here. Are you claiming that you're going to be winner number 10? Come on, I want to hear some noise here in the live chat. I want to hear it. All right. So we won't take this long. Who is going to be winner number 10? Who will take home 5 USDT? But guys, don't you worry, because if you have participated by posting your question, as long it's not a copy paste one, of course you still have a chance to win 20 USDT. Okay, so hopefully that you will be one of the top 5 AMA questions, if in case that you didn't win the lucky draw. All right, so here we go. Who is going to be our 10th and final lucky winner? Congratulations to Tina Lucian. Tina Lucian. Congratulations, you are our 10th and final lucky winner. Wow. Congratulations. So yes, Cassandra Nicole, I have seen you in your chat that hopefully your name will be... I hope that your name will be picked. And yes, it came true. Cassandra Nicole, once again, thank you so much. And also, thank you all of those who have participated in our live AMA with White Pigeon. So I am going to stop the sharing. Okay. So before we end this live AMA, Vinod, do you have any parting words for our amazing subscribers and viewers who are tuning into our live AMA right now?
Yeah, sure. So I would like to share that, yes, soon we will have our IDO, that what we are planning with Kommunitas as a launchpad. We would love to have the community come on board, have discussions. If you people have any questions that was not answered into this live AMA, just try to hop on to the Telegram channel, which is White Pigeon Official. Or if somebody wants to reach out via DM as well. So my DM handle would be Meet Supernova over Telegram. So just try to shoot your questions and I would be more than happy to answer them. And on a serious note, a lot of thanks to Jeff and Fury family the excitement was huge over here. Right. Thank you.
Alright, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest for tonight's live AMA. We have the founder and CTO of White Pigeon, Mr. Vinod Kumar. So Vinod, once again, thank you so much for your time here with us in the show. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Have a nice day, guys. Thank you.
All right, and also I would like to thank all of our subscribers and viewers who are tuning in to our live AMA with White Pigeon CTO and founder Mr. Vinod Kumar. So hopefully, you have learned so much coming from our guest speaker, and also congratulations to our 10 lucky winners. And guys, don't lose hope because we are still going to have top 5 AMA questions to be reviewed and finalized. Okay. And also about the distribution of the reward, so it will be done later after this AMA. So we will be double checking all entries first, especially those potential multiple accounts, potential cheaters out there. We should take it out, to be fair to those who participated fairly. Okay. And also, guys, kindly share this to your crypto and non-crypto friends out there, especially those who have not attended this live AMA, because especially if they really wanted to learn more coming from Vinod, regarding White Pigeon. Okay, so Vinod, once again, thank you so much. This collaboration was a really, it's really really successful, and I didn't expect that we had so many viewers here. There's so many participants who are supporting us. Wow, it was truly overwhelming. Especially the reactions that we have on Twitter.
Yes. On a
Yes.
serious note, a lot of thanks to you and looking forward for more collaboration from you guys. I really enjoyed the session.
All right, same to me as well. And one more thing, please, I would like to invite you all to smash the subscribe button, hit like, and turn on the notification bell for more videos, especially live AMAs with giveaways. Okay, so from my freaking home studio, this is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury, and I'll see you all next time. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Vinod. Have a nice day. Good
Guys,
afternoon. Good day to all of you. Thank
thank you.
you.
Have a nice day, guys.